welcome back. The lunch break has come and gone, and jumping out of the blocks already, the Diamond Creek fielders are out there on the middle, on the ground, and getting ready for the work that is in front of them. It's quite a task to defend a score of 109. We're still not sure exactly what a competitive total ought to be here at Coventry Oval, but one thing can be sure that 109 is not considered insurmountable, let's just say that. So the Diamond Creek fielders are coming on to the square, to the wicket, and the umpires are just starting to make their moves as well. So the task is in front of Macleod to chase this down, so when we will just wait till they come out onto the middle. The two batsmen for Macleod are coming out into the middle. So we're about to see ball one. Okay, let's quickly go break, and now we'll go ball one. All right, here we go. Ball one. Ball one of the response. The response to Diamond Creek's 109. And very good ball outside the off stump, left alone. So let's have a look at the field. Slip, two slips, gully, point, short cover, orthodox, mid off and mid on, and then a square leg and a fine leg on the fence. So 4 attacking fielders, 4 saving 1. Comes into bowl. And a wicket, well, strangled down the leg side. What a start. Diamond Creek are ecstatic. It was down the leg side, it was a full ball down the leg side. He went for the leg glance, he must have gotten just a tickle onto it, and it was an amazing catch by the wicketkeeper to secure that one. So, an amazing start for Diamond Creek. That is exactly the kind of magic that they would have been desperately trying to produce. And so the opening batsman out, facing just the 2 deliveries. Here comes the number 3 batsman. So, what a beginning for Diamond Creek. Not the largest total to defend, quite an average one. The starting run rate is going to be less than 3 runs per over, so you have to bowl very well to keep yourselves in the game, especially during the second half when the ball gets old and scoring will become very easy, or easier, should I say. So, what a beginning. Let's see what the number 3 batsman has to say for himself. We'll probably take his, there we go. Alright. Very, very vocal from Diamond Creek. Just as vocal as Macleod was. Same field. Here we go. 3rd ball of the innings. Oh! After such a build-up, what ball could you have done other than the bouncer or the Yorker? And that was a very good Yorker, right up there. He had to make a big effort in order to clamp down on that. Comes into bowl, and ooh, leaves it alone. Comes into ball. And it's full toss. And it's driven through the gap in the extra cover region, and the fielder at point has to run around. They're going to get 2, they've got to go for 3. Maybe even 4. No, they settle for 3. So the first runs for Macleod are 3. And another full toss, and this time the short cover is unable to stop it, and the mid-off is running around chasing it. They're going to get 2, and they're just happy for the 2. So, a very exciting start there. It's 1 for 5. Okay, so the second over of this Macleod innings, this time bowling from the Diamond Creek trail end. Here we go, first ball. Whoa, this is a tall fellow. Doesn't come in that quickly, just dawdles in, and then he is able to move his arms very quickly in a whippy sort of action. And his arms, his big shoulders, he's able to really throw the ball down into the pitch and make it bounce significantly off the carpet. So a nice ball, significant bounce off the first ball. Comes into bowl, and again, whoa, that even got more bounce. Oh, I'm liking this. Nothing quite like a bowler getting extra bounce off the pitch. The ball bouncing extra, and the batsman able to leave that one alone. And they've decided to bring in an extra fielder onto the offside, so the fielder at fine leg has moved over to cover point, no, cover. So 3 fielders saving 1 in the covers on the offside. Comes into bowl. And a leading edge, but over the head of the bowler, and mid-off and mid-on were not able to get around to get it, and they get 2 runs there. 2 of the most unconvincing runs. The ball was a bit more into the stumps. The batsman was so eager to hit into the leg side because there's only 2 fielders on the leg side that he turned his wrists too early, and it was a leading edge into the air. Ooh. And they've decided to stick with the field. It's a 7-2 field. Comes into bowl. And 1 run there. It was a bit too close to the batsman that time, and the batsman was able to shift position, shift his body weight over in order to play a comfortable plod onto the leg side, a hip plod, and so or a prod you might call it. And so 1 run there to the square leg region. Comes into bowl, and well defended there. And defended again. Comfortably defended. It's 1 for 8. Okay. Third over the innings. Second one from the Elizabeth end. Comes into bowl. And it's pulled. And the fielder at square leg is unable to take it cleanly, but he got enough hand onto it in order to save it from the boundary, so it only goes for 1. But well hit there by the batsman. And for this bowler as well, they've decided to take out the fine leg for an extra fielder on the offside. And driven. And they're going to go for a quick single. And the non-striker didn't even bother to slide his bat in. He knew that if it hit, he would be out. If they missed, it would be not out. And there was no other outcomes that would have been possible. Alright, 2 singles off the 2 balls, comes into bowl. Whoa! No, bump ball. Wow, what a piece of fielding there. Diving catch. Just unfortunate that it was not a live catch. And the Diamond Creek fielders do not seem that upset, because as soon as he was given not out, they were pretty much... they accepted it. Comes into bowl. And an easy single there. So, the difficulty with a 7-2 field obviously is that there are so many gaps on the leg side that the batsmen know that if they just plod it onto the leg side that they can get a quick single. So if you're going to be able to really suffocate the batsman, you just have to get your lines perfectly. A little bit of stray onto the stumps and you'll go for runs. And that's the stuff. That's the stuff. So we won't know for a little while what the approach of Macleod is going to be to this innings, because 109 is certainly not the largest total, but it's still not a walk in the park. You still have to do a lot of work to get there. Comes into bowl. Ooh, left alone. It's 1 for 11. Okay. Alright. Batsman just holding it up, just delaying the fielding team till he feels comfortable, comes into bowl. And defended. Comes into bowl. Whoa! What was that? I think he withdrew his bat just in time before the ball got to him. So actually it was a reasonably comfortable leave, but he just moved his bat around and it looked like it was a bit of a play and miss. Deceptively looked like he had misplayed that ball. Comes into bowl. Oh, hits the pads, but definitely hit him outside the line. So we are now into the high afternoon of the day, and it's still gorgeous, gorgeous weather. The sun is still beating down on us. The sky is still very bright, very blue, with just little white patches here and there of misty white vapor. Comes into bowl and aggressively hit over the head of the fielders, and the ball will race it away, and it's going to go for 4. So that was a very good shot. It's obviously a very risky shot when you're playing a big expansive shot to the leg side when the ball's on the stumps, but he got into position, he got his front foot where he needed to be, he got his bat where he needed to be, and he allowed his arms to guide the ball. So as far as playing that shot is concerned, he did it as well as any professional can. And there's a huge gap there. There's no one anywhere near the mid-wicket region, so there was no chance of getting caught. Comes into bowl. And tries to leg glance it once again into that gap at mid-wicket, but hits it too square, and it goes to square leg, and then square leg throws the ball down at the non-striker and hitting the stumps. Comes into bowl. Oh, big inside edge onto the pads. It's 1 for 15. Here's the 5th over. Comes into bowl. Oh, a bit of extra bounce there. Hit him in the lowest part of the stomach. Comes into bowl. And driven. And badly fielded there by the fielder, a cover, so the fielder a point has to run around, chase it down, and throws it in, and they get 2. Well, that was some bad fielding there. He got caught up in 2 positions. You either go to ground in order to use your entire body, or you stay up on your feet and you use your hands to grab the ball so that you can immediately throw the ball back, because you're still standing up, and he chose the bad middle position of doing neither. Comes into bowl, and whoa! Now that's a ball. That ball, I don't think it wasn't swing. It was a cut. So it cut the ball, and it was an off cutter, and so the ball moved in towards the right-hander, which is why. But then batsman seemed to tuck his bat inside his body. So it comes into bowl. Ooh, defensive block, straight to gully for a dot ball. Comes into bowl. Ooh. So it was a wide Yorker, tried to play the cut shot, outside edge, fielded by slip. It's 1 for 17. Okay. So continuing to bowl. And, whoa, what happened there? It was short, it was at the chest, tried to play the pull shot. I think it might have been an edge into his chest. In the end, it just dribbled out onto the leg side, fielded by square leg. So far, the chatter of Diamond Creek has been much more than Macleod, but they haven't gotten, other than that one wicket, they haven't gotten the results for defensive shot. It's going to be a matter of taking a couple of more wickets over the course of the next hour, so that by the time the drinks break happens, Diamond Creek are in a position to actually force this game down into the final half an hour. Ooh. Because despite their aggression in the field, Diamond Creek are still conceding plenty of runs. The run rate for Macleod is quite healthy. They're definitely on top of the required run rate, and they've only lost one wicket. So to take 9 more wickets from 34 overs is going to be quite an effort, and Diamond Creek will have to think of something. Oh. And it's a top-edged pull shot, but over the heads of the fielders of mid-wicket and square leg, and so they get the 1 run. Not the most convincing shot, but for Diamond Creek, those pull shots, those top-edged pull shots kept getting caught. Thankfully, these ones have not been. So for Macleod's interests, they have not been caught and defended. Ball. Whoa, bounced a bit more. End of the over. Oh, change the bowling. So this is the 7th over of the innings. Just the 1 wicket have Macleod lost. Here we go. Left arm. Is it? No. Oh, it's the same bowler bowling around the wicket. Thick inside edge onto the pads. Appeal, but obviously not out. Now this is going to be interesting. So obviously the angle will be going across the batsman. There's huge territory on the leg side. So as soon as the bowler strays onto the batsman's pads, it just runs. Comes into bowl. Ooh. Now that is the sort of shot that Diamond Creek will be looking for, where the batsman tries to play against the angle of the ball, trying to manufacture run-making shots. Oh, now they've changed the ball, they've changed the field, so now there's a fielder there in mid-wicket, which eliminates the gap, but it opens up a gap now at extra cover. So the gaps are at extra cover and cover point and backward point. Comes into bowl. Ooh, inside it, bottom edge, nearly hits the stumps for a dot ball. So there certainly hasn't been the incredible professionalism of Macleod. There's certainly been niggles here and there, and quarter chances, and even smaller chances than that. But they've only lost 1 wicket so far. Comes into bowl. And aggressively driven to mid-off for a dot ball. So now that the field on the leg side has been clogged up, what is the point of going around the wicket to create that different angle? Other than obviously having 2 slips and a gully there for the catch. Comes into bowl. Ooh! Glanced off the toes, and it goes through the gap between square leg and mid-wicket, and they're going to go for 2. Ah, 4. 4 runs there. Well played. I mean, that is the worst ball to bowl with this field. Nice on the toes. He just whipped it with expert class, and it went down to the long boundary, which is the goalposts, for 4 runs there. And the pressure that had been building up through those tight dot balls for the last over a couple of overs has been broken. Comes into bowl. Whoa! Another off break ball, another off cutter. That one tried to play the pull shot, and it bounced a bit more than the batsman expected, but it was safe in the end. It's 22 for 1. Okay, comes into bowl, and down the leg side, an appeal for LBW, but going down the leg side, and they're going to get 2 runs, and is it 2 leg byes? So they're going to have to figure out a way to get some wickets now. Diamond Creek. We've gone through the first half an hour of the innings. Macleod are scoring at the required run rate. It's going to be a matter of taking some more wickets and reducing the run rate. Oh! Now that would have been exciting. The ball moved in towards the batsman, hit the pad by missing the inside edge, but again I think he was outside of the line of the off stump. Comes into bowl. Oh! Now I think that was going down the leg side. So definitely this is good stuff for Diamond Creek. You've got to build up a bank of LBW appeals, then hopefully one will go your way. Until then, keep the pressure on the batsman, make sure he feels a bit uncomfortable, try and get as many dot balls as you can along the way, and just be patient, and then take advantage of the mistake when it happens. Comes into bowl. Oh, that is a good shout. But, what? Okay. Maybe that was a bit high. So that's 3 LBW shouts. 1 for the off stump, 1 for the leg stump, and I believe that one was for height. So, that's all 3 ways that you can get an LBW call not out. So this is good stuff from, and of course the ball before then was leg byes. So hitting the pads 4 times in 4 balls this over. Very, very good stuff. Comes into bowl. Oh, that's got to be out. Whoa. Oh, other than hit it. I forgot that's the other way. Now that looked just about out. He did not step very forward. He was hit low enough so it couldn't have bounced over. I don't think it could have hit outside the line of the off stump. Unless he hit it, I can't see how that one could have been not out. But 5 times hitting the pads, build up that bank, build up that bank. And defended. Great over there for Diamond Creek. It's 24 for 1. Okay, so in the test match between Australia and England at Perth, day 3, they've come back after the lunch break, 4 for 315. Comes into bowl. Oh, change the bowling, and it's wide. The commentators are saying that when England got bowled out for 400 after losing their last 6 wickets for not much, people were saying, you know, they should have gotten more, should have got 450 or 500, and now the commentators are saying that now that Australia looks like they're going to make a big score, that original assessment was doubly so. Comes into bowl, and whoa, very well driven, but very well fielded by the fielder there at mid-on for a dot ball. So the first change-up, bowling at the Elizabeth Street end. This is the 9th over. Whoa. Well up, well pulled there, but straight to square leg for a dot ball. The square leg fielder is covering a lot of territory because there's no fine leg, and there is, so anything behind square is just all his work. Comes into bowl, and it's late card but fielded by Gully for a dot ball. So, it's slip, gully, point, cover, extra cover, mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket, square leg. Everyone is on the ring except for the extra cover and the mid-wicket who are in regulation. Comes into bowl. And blocked. Dot ball. Comes into bowl. Oh, that was a change-up. And in the end, the batsman was able to deal with it. So, other than the wide in the first ball of the over, we've seen nothing but dot balls. Some good shots, but no runs. Can Diamond Creek just peg it back a little bit? Just peg it back. Ooh. Blocked. Dot ball. Into the over. It's 1 for 25. The opening bowler is to continue to bowl from the Diamond Creek trail end. Oh dear. Wow. That looked plumb in front again. Maybe he stretched forward far enough that the umpire felt that he couldn't be certain that it wouldn't have bounced over. Doesn't matter, just build up that bank. Comes into bowl, leaves it alone outside the off stump. I would be in favour of keeping this bowler on for as long as possible, as long as he's of sound body and sound mind to continue. Just bowl him out. He's bowling really well. He's not conceding any runs, not bowling any loose balls, and he's getting regular appeals. It doesn't matter, just bowl him out. That's the safest thing to do right now. Oh, not the most comfortable block shot. Sticking his bat out in front of his pads and trying to work it onto the leg side. Comes into bowl. Oh, inside edge, goes down to fine leg. There's no fielder down there. They go for 1. They're going to go for 2. 4 runs. Wow. That was, of all the boundaries conceded, that one was not earned. The bowler did not deserve to concede that run, those runs. He's bowling very well. Oh, have a bit high. This is the 10th over now with 1 ball to go, and pretty much Macleod are on target with the required run rate. So they'd be pretty, all things considered, they'd be pretty pleased with where they're at right now. Comes into bowl. And left alone outside the off stump, end of the over. It is 1 for 29. The 11th over of the innings. Ooh, pulls it, and it goes, beats the fielder, goes down to the fine leg region, and they go for 2, they're going to go for 3. And some, unfortunately, I don't think we caught that on film, that it seems like the players in the pavilion have accused the fielder of mishandling it, and then one player from the field has sledged back at him about inappropriate behaviour. Ooh! Tension's high. This is, of course, 3rd place versus 4th place. The winner will try to secure their place in the top 3. The loser will go back into the pack, trying to compete for the 4th place. Hands driven, either a full toss or a half volley. Comes into bowl and tried to work it off the face of the bat to 3rd man, but went straight to the gully for a dot ball. Comes into bowl. Whoa! And it goes bottom edge over the head of the keeper, going for 2, and they're happy with 2. So 2 runs there. Comes into bowl. Oh, drive, and it goes through the gap in the backward point region. They're going to get 2. End of the over, profitable one for Macleod. Comes into bowl, and it's over the head of the covers, and they're going to have to chase it down. Does the cover fielder. And he does, and they go for the 3rd. This is the 12th over. Starting to panic, not panic, but starting to lose their buoyancy and energy are Diamond Creek. They know that they must feel that all those appeals for LBW not going their way has just robbed them of their chance to get back into this game. Comes into bowl. Oh! Chopping down on the Yorker dot ball. It's quite amazing that all those appeals for LBW, not one of them was given out, and now it means that the partnership is worth 39 runs. Which means it's by far the largest partnership of the match. They're eyeing up that target. Comes into bowl. Whoa. Left alone. Dot ball. Comes into bowl. And it's driven through the gap in the covers, and the fielder at mid-off has to chase it down. And they're going to go for two. They're going to go for the third, are they? Yes. Well, the run rate has climbed up once again after some very profitable overs. The last 3 overs have been very good for Macleod, and I'm not sure how they're going to be able to, how Diamond Creek are going to be able to claw their way back into this. It's getting very bad now. Comes into bowl. And a wicket. Just when they were at their most desperate, they have been handed an opportunity there. Wicket has fallen at the fall of 42, so it is 2 for 42. Well caught there by the fielder at mid-off. It was in the air for quite a long time. He had a lot of time to think, about it, and in the end he was able to execute it very well, taking the ball right in front of his eyes with his fingers pointed up into the sky. So there we have the various batsmen, the batsman walking off. So one ball left in this over. Now that seemed to be like that was not a part of Macleod's plan, because that ball was a half volley outside the off stump. He went for an expansive off drive, and he didn't get into position early enough, and that caused him to completely mishit it. Comes into bowl. Whoa! And a wicket has fallen. Well, well, well. What a change. It is 3 for 42, and finally, after so many appeals for LBW, they have got one, and so that's the end of the over. 6 runs are from it, so it is 3 for 42. Suddenly, things are turning around for Diamond Creek. End of the over.